I hope you guys have been doing well. Hello, welcome in. I don't know. It's been a weird week already, but we're almost towards the end. I'm kind of looking forward to the holiday. I keep running into something over here. I'm really looking forward to the holiday. I need a little bit of a break from the reality. It looks. I was kind of hesitant to move over. It's kind of like being a little weird today. Hopefully it starts to clear up a little bit. It looks like my frames are kind of like all over the place, and I don't know, the bit rate's kind of being wonky, and I was pretty late. I was pretty late, but it's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna take a breath. We're gonna move on through it. I've been trying to load up on vitamins, try to not get sick. We've been having like a lot of weather shifts. Hey Cal, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're nice and healthy. Because I'll tell you what, we've been having a lot of weather shifts over here, and it's been hitting people pretty hard. So I am trying to like load up on vitamins, trying to get loaded up on vitamins. Been drinking a lot of some fruit smoothies. Yeah, just to try to get extra vitamins. We have mango juice, which actually I thought had vitamin C in it. I thought all the orange ones had vitamin C, but the mango juice does not have a lot of vitamin C, but it does have potassium, which is good for a whole bunch of other reasons. So I'm gonna still call that a win. Basically the only extra vitamins we have are we take a vitamin D capsule because everyone's deficient in that one, which is it does a lot of things, but it's really good for immunity boosting, it says, and also for like your bones and things like that, and joints. So because we're always pretty low on it, we take that as a little extra. And then I got these chewable gum magnesium ones. I find I know there's a couple different kinds of magnesium. This one's supposed to be good for helping with stress and stuff like that, but in general, magnesium I know is good for like muscle cramps and aches, so I take them, and they seem to be helping in general. I don't know, I wouldn't say it makes me less anxious, but I do think it helps with the headaches I've been getting and stuff like that. So I try to take those as well every day. So between that and then in the smoothies, for the most part, we do a base of mango, just because I love mango. I love mango flavored not everything, but I do like mango and mango flavored stuff a lot. And then cherries and blueberries for that, like color and antioxidants, and they're supposed to be really good for you. The three actually make a pretty good combo. Sometimes we'll put peanut butter in it. I kind of like that. Sometimes we'll throw in other things. The other day, I made one that was just mostly actually kiwis and pears. I had a fresh box of kiwis at Golden Kiwis, which they say they're high in vitamin C. And some pears, which I know it's not pear season, but we got some pears, and it actually turned out pretty good. I like this like nice tropical feel to it. It was like a tropical fruit smoothie, so I was like, I like that. I like to put bananas in there too, but we are fresh out of bananas, so you just gotta throw in what you got. You just gotta throw in what you've got. And then we've been putting in dates. Actually, we've been putting in dates to help sweeten it up a little bit. And dates are actually really, really good for you. They might be a little bit high in calories, but look, I'm not looking at calories because, to be honest with you, everyone's like, oh, calories in, calories out. And I'm like, yeah, but to some extent that's true. But for the most part, I mean, the calories are not weighted equally in your body. So good they're, like, I don't want to say bad, but like the calories from dates are, I don't consider them bad at all. In fact, dates have so many vitamins and minerals packed in there, and plus they have like the high fiber that they're so good for you. They actually recommend people that are like malnourished if you need like a way, like an easy thing to eat, hello Nebu. If you need an easy thing to eat to get you like vitamins and nutrients fast, they say eat dates. So we've been trying to use dates a little bit. Sometimes I won't lie, I did this one time. I took a date and you open it up in half and you take out the pit and then you just put a little peanut butter right in the middle and you just eat the date with peanut butter. That was pretty good. I did something else with dates one time. I don't know if I made a cream cheese filling. I don't remember what else I did, but I like the dates and peanut butter. that was a nice little snack. And they're kind of filling because they have the high fiber and everything like that. So I don't know, just a little. Yeah, you did cream cheese. Okay, I did. I couldn't remember if it was a cream cheese or not. I brought them actually for a Christmas dish. That must have been years ago. It was good. Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't even know where that recipe. I like cream cheese on bagels. Yes. Cream cheese on bagels are delicious. I really like chive cream cheese, which did not use chive cream cheese for the dates. I'm trying to think of what. I think there was more than just cream cheese. I think it was cream cheese, and I don't know if it was honey. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. Oh my god, I like bagels and cream cheese. Don't get me wrong. So good. I don't remember. I know it's been that long. I don't even know where the recipe would be anymore for it. I don't even, but it was pretty easy and everybody liked them. It actually went over pretty well. if I remember right, it went over pretty well. Half the time I bring stuff and people give it like a weird side-eyed. Now, I don't know. I think I'm a pretty good I'm pretty good in the kitchen. I don't like I don't like to follow recipes. But I will say that I do think that I'm pretty good at putting flavors together and getting something that's pretty good coming out. But everybody looks at it like it's either really good or really like suspicious. It's like we went on like a little health kick a while back, and like we were really cutting out like a lot of animal products, and I wouldn't say sugar, but we were trying to like just cut down on a lot of things, which to be honest with you is not a bad thing. We probably should go back to that, but I think because of that, at one point, people that in their mind when I bring stuff, so they always like look at it funny. Like I made this vegan. So at work we had a couple of vegans work for us for a while. Or so we had one person that maybe one was vegan and one had like a ton of like what do they call that? Dietary restrictions. He like had like. His stomach was really sensitive and he had a lot of dietary restrictions. So I brought in one time this vegan nacho cheese. Basically, it's like from a Thug Kitchen cookbook, which is just a cookbook with a lot of swearing in it, to be honest with you. But their recipes are fairly good. But it's basically just cashews, nutritional yeast, water, and then spices thrown in. Maybe beans, I don't remember, but that's basically the gist of it. It's pretty good. We've made it quite a bit. I really like it. We haven't done it in a while, but it was really good. So I brought it one time because I know nobody else is gonna think about the dietary restrictions. And you know what? Those jerks didn't even touch it, even though I made it. They just didn't eat anything, and I was like, I specifically brought this because I'm pretty sure you can eat it. And they're like, the guy with the dietary. I was like, I don't know what nutritional yeast is. I'm like, man, if you got that many dietary restrictions, you need to learn things. You need to read a book, read up on it. But nutritional yeast is supposed to be really good. It's really high in vitamin B, so it's really good for you. Oh man, those were the days. I brought that. It was pretty good. We should make it again. We still have a bunch of cashews, but we haven't made it in a really long time. Oh man, Thug Kitchen's a funny cookbook. It has a real they got like a lot of. It's a vegan cookbook, and it's basically just people that like they were trying to be cool, so they. It's like a lot of cursing and stuff like that. But the recipes when you get down to it are actually pretty good. Yeah. got these like random off the wall things they found. They have a couple out. I think their original is probably the best, but they have a couple other. The second one was decent, and then they have like another one that's dedicated to like sides and like snacks and other dips and appetizers or something like that, party food or whatever. It was pretty good. Anyways, probably enough enough food talk. So I'm still drinking my smoothie, but man, I like food. So now I would say I don't go. I don't know. I'm definitely, I wouldn't consider myself vegan. I definitely eat cheese, cream cheese, and meat on occasion, but I don't buy any for the house because I hate cooking it. I hate cooking with meat, to be honest with you. So if I usually only get meat when I go out. And I do like fish. Fish is pretty good. A little expensive, so I don't make it too often, but all right. Now that you know my kitchen habits, let us get back into the I called it Tangle Tower, but it's technically just Tangle Tower. It was pretty fun. We I don't even know, maybe I'm about halfway, I'm not sure. And to be honest with you, I don't even know. I have no idea right now who would even be the murderer. Like what the I don't even have any suspects is what I guess I'm trying to say. They all, like, everybody seems to like be like, oh no, she was really nice to me. And so I'm trying to figure this out. We still have quite a few. We have a couple people we haven't talked to yet. So we still have some people to investigate. And I know I had I think Slay the Spire on the schedule, but we're doing this instead. I wanted to finish it, so finishing. The goal is to finish it today, so we'll see. See, I got 25 clues. I think this means I've talked to 8 people, and I've done 4 suspicious things. So we are here. So what we got? So these are the people I've talked to. We've got so it was Freya. I said Flora too, but Freya. Let me change my title. Freya, that's the actual person who died. Man, I thought someone's name was Flora, but there has to be a Flora. All right. I'm gonna get the right name in there. And then we've got, so Freya was painting Flora's portrait when she was supposedly stabbed. I'm saying supposedly because I'm not sure I'm buying the stabbed angle anymore. And then Felix is Flora's husband, and then Fifi is their daughter. And we got Fitz and Poppy, who I gotta figure out exactly how they're related. So we haven't gotten his suspicious yet. Penny is Fitz's fiance. Pretty sure Penny is in their family. And then we have Hawkshaw, who's awesome and a detective, which we're not sure who originally hired Hawkshaw, so we're trying to look up that too. And then Poppy, Fifi, and Freya were supposed to be friends. You can't see well, you can't see Poppy from here, but that's okay. It's no big deal. These are all the things we've got going on. Okay, so let's go. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? So we were talking to Felix here, but I finished that. So I think we can either go to Felix's room. We can go to, I think that's her bedroom, or we can go to this new place up here. I think we should go to her. Let's go to her bedroom. I'm curious what her bedroom's gonna look like. All right, so now we're in Penny's room.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
Ooh. A potted flower, a brightly colored flower with an unusual shape, looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. So I know we can magnify stuff, but so far this magnifying hasn't really made any sense.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Let's take a closer look.
Nope, they're wooden.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Swap the position of these 7 birds. Okay. Are they supposed to? Oh, I think.
Nope. There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
All right. Something to do with these white lines. Sure, but they just look like white lines, to be honest with you. Or is there like dashes or anything? Oh, is this a color scale? So is it like these make that, and then this makes... Yeah, it's gotta be a color scale.
That's the one.
There we go. I know color theory the smallest bit. I don't know color theory. I don't know color theory.
Hey, not bad. Did the door open? What's in there?
Ooh, what is in there? Now I'll get her. A ripped piece of paper crumpled into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. A message is angrily scrawled onto the paper. Now I'll get her. Okay. We got real birds over here.
That's a big window.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Is nice.
A little tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Having tea with their birds.
That bed. It's like something from a fairy tale.
Does it feel warm over here? Or is it just me?
No, you're right. Maybe the bed has some kind of heater.
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
Ooh.
Traveling cases.
Empty. All of them.
We have...
That might be the most pointless staircase I've ever seen.
So, oh, are we supposed to look at the wall?
That
again?
bed. It's like...
Does it feel
no.
like it's not coming from the bed?
It's not coming from the bed. It's coming from the wall.
Penny's books. Mostly novels.
More books?
Penny's books. Mostly novels.
More books. What about these?
Ever get the feeling you're being watched?
The mannequins don't have eyes, though.
That's not a comforting sentence.
All right.
You know, the birds can easily get in and out of those cages.
Well, if that's true, can they even be considered cages?
You know, the
Well,
birds...
if that's true, this is the fanciest room so far.
Too fancy.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Come on, Sally.
This is the
I don't know.
Come on, Sally. Let me know.
That bed.
Does it mean
No.
it's not coming from the bed?
The roof?
That bed.
No.
Does it mean
no.
it's not coming
Okay.
from the bed?
Okay. So...
Looks like nature invited itself in. Rude.
All right. That might be all that we can get from Penny's room for now. I wonder if we should show her some things. But, before we go back to Penny, let's go to this guy's room. I'm just curious. To be honest with you, I think they're talking about Poppy, maybe? We'll see. This room has nothing in it. He has nothing in it. What's this?
It's a little handmade card. Someone's drawn a heart on the front. Inside it says, "To Fitz from PP."
It could be Poppy or
Huh.
Penny.
Neither of these lights have an actual light bulb.
They're just decorative.
Oh, so decorative. An empty glass and an empty plate.
Looking at it is making me want to cry.
Why?
I don't know.
One plant.
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but sad. I think it would rather be outside.
I mean, for him to be like a plant lover.
There's someone outside the window.
Something outside the window. It's probably just a rock.
You sure?
Hello.
Not hidden very well, is it?
Doesn't need to be. It's locked.
Let's look closer at it. All right.
It's a combination lock. Sort of.
Another one of these types of puzzles I see. All right. That doesn't seem right. This does kind of seem right. That can't be right though either. What about... That's... Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, my brain and logic. Sometimes. I don't know. I definitely felt like this was more correct. Although this line doesn't match up with anything, but this matches. But it doesn't seem like that matches pretty well. Like, it's more like that actually doesn't seem that far off. All right. What do we got here? We have just a bunch of different shapes to things. Well, first we gotta figure out, he said to find the combination to the padlock. No, that doesn't look right. That could be maybe? We're making this harder than it needs to be. I do that. But this one won't go on top. This one's definitely on top no matter what. And then this one's on the bottom. This one's in the middle. If we were to do that, if we were to do that, maybe here. If we go too far, then it kind of covers that up. But nothing else makes sense. I'm assuming maybe we should focus on something else. Let's see what we got. Well, nothing really matches. Well, unless that matches. That kind of matches, right? Sort of. In a way. But if that's the case, what is this telling us? I mean, nothing's really fitting together.
Nothing.
Maybe if you move the paper around, you'll find a clue.
I did move the paper. I'm trying to figure out what. These are all just shapes. I mean, this shape is definitely right here. His heart. So there's supposed to be an arrow, it looks like at some point. One of these is gonna make an arrow. Okay, what was this? What's this? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. So we do it, well, I mean, that doesn't really match, but this kind of matches a bit. But what does that mean for this over here? Like, I didn't... But you can only make one shape at a time, right? You can change the stuff. I know, so that's why I'm like, how do you know? I don't see that tear, to be honest, I don't see that tear. Well, I guess this is a teardrop. Well, that doesn't like quite look like it though, does it? I don't, I'm a little big. Alright, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to like, I'm not quite sure how the paper is supposed to, because yeah, we can only make one shape at a time. Because that's this now. Second row on the bottom. You're talking about this tear shape one? Second column. Oh, this shape. Oh, so maybe only the shapes that we can actually make? Okay, so we can make the heart. I think we made the heart, right? Maybe. Let's see. Did we make a heart? So if we've got, what do we do? We can make this one, which is where? Would be this one. I couldn't make the. We can make this one. So we can either make an arrow, another heart. Maybe we can make a heart. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. What's this? Okay, so we can only make one at a time. So we just have to pick the one from the columns that we can make. That would be this one. So we've got this part over here. What can we do with this? What can we do with this? Oh, the down arrow. So wait, maybe this?
I did it.
All right,
Where do I
all
win?
right. Okay, that was kind of, I don't know,
Not bad.
maybe a little tricky.
Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a cloth. Hold
I don't
on.
know if I just feel good about myself or not.
Huh, that's kind of ominous.
Ooh. Metal gardening trowel with a decorative pattern. It has a decorative pattern engraved on it with the letters either side of a heart, PPFF. All right, Ornate now will get her a potted plant. All right.
Oh, wow.
What?
It's a big empty space. It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Yeah, let's look closer because there was one of these in. Oh, okay. So now we have. I think now we know. Oh shoot! I don't remember where the suns were.
Nothing.
The tiles have all got that same sun symbol on them.
Those moon symbols in the slots. Are they?
Maybe they're connected, but also not connected.
Okay, so we have to remember. We have to remember that the moons are 2 in, 3 in, 2 in, 3 in. Okay.
Let's come back once we...
Yeah, we can come back because I want to try. Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to go this way. I want to go now to Poppy's room. Yes. All right.
A big glass door leads
Yeah.
out into a garden.
There's a little mechanism.
Yeah. So we need to put 2, 3, 2, 3, and that should let us out.
Something happened.
That must be it.
All right, 1. All right.
And the door's still locked.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
Okay. We did. So where are
Didn't we
those?
solve-
We did, but...
So 1, none, 1. So 3 in, 0, 3 in, and then 2 and 4. Okay. So now.
A single red rose. How very...
Yeah, weird.
Weird. All right. Oh, that's wrong. This one. Over here. Now we gotta go back. We're getting our steps in today. All right. Let's go
It's
here.
locked. But at
I
least
thought we were.
are.
All right. Let's. So now from here we had 3, none, 3. There we go. Exactly. I like the way you bracketed the 2 and the 4 in the last row.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right.
Thank you.
Finally, it's open.
Right.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
Let's go outside. It's a garden. All right, so what do we got? We got this guy again.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Playing a lute. A slightly weathered statue of an slight strange creature holding a lute. A pair of earmuffs have been placed on the head of the statue. Hold on a second. I'm just wondering. Oh well. Where are my things? So, do we have another statue somewhere? We have this statue. This statue. I thought we had another. Oh, this one, the horn. Okay, so they're somehow connected.
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Ooh. Feathers. Well, the feathers were mostly found resting on the tongue of a large stone frog. None of the feathers are from the ink-dipped bird.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil.
Bluish soil.
Now, apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
The roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
The egg.
More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well, an egg has
All
got
right,
to be...
same.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh, yeah. What are you supposed to for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Yes, it does. Look like someone broke it.
More eggs.
Okay,
Wow,
okay,
An
okay.
egg has got to be the
Same egg statues. We got it. We got it. Birds.
Trees. On a roof.
in a garden.
In a garden. On a roof.
You just can't get over like a rooftop garden. All right, I don't know if there's really anything else here we can...
Oh, good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
All right, so now we've got...
It's a two-person bench.
Now, what makes it a two-person bench specifically? It looks pretty standard to me.
All right. We're gonna...
It's the door into Fitz's room.
One of only two ways to get into the garden.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
The door into Poppy's room.
So, only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
Yes.
Huh. I guess so.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to make that connection. So now... While I do want to talk to Fitz, Poppy, and the other people again, let's go to the last room we haven't been to first. Let's go to the last room first.
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
Well, let's look closer.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Rotate the 5 planets in the sun moon around the middle. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, we can move these. Okay. Oh. I think that should be good.
I got it.
I'm impressed.
Ooh,
Did you
first
hear
time.
that?
First try.
Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath. What's in there?
A bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Some bugs. Golden beetle. Various research notes and diagrams for the golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with the loud hiss records of over 95 decibels. And by being completely indigestible, this mistid has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those who see it. Interesting. Look, we have the symbol for gold right here, and the beetle. More gibberish. All right, very good.
There's something kind of disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to? It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
Completely
So?
blank.
Even the most well-used notebooks started blank,
What about this?
A picture frame.
with no picture.
Weird.
It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally?
Sally's like, I'm not even gonna bother to talk about that. What's this
It's
one?
a chart of the solar. Which planet?
Same. What about this?
Pretty.
The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
Yeah, that's not what they're called, bell jars.
What is it?
Ah, it's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong. There's something kind of disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the...
Okay, we're looking outside.
it's too cloudy to see any stars right now.
It's also daytime.
Also daytime. All right, what about these books?
A Spyglass to the Stars, volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
All right, I think all we've got now.
Let's at least introduce ourselves before touching his telescope.
Always a good roll.
All right.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
All right. Yourself?
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's
A
just a
dabbler.
little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Just a tiny hobby.
Sounds like you're
Just
quite
a
well
tiny
known.
hobby.
You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return.
I mean, I always write books.
Nor would I expect it to.
On my hobbies.
I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Okay, so before I get to yesterday, let's.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Everybody
Because
is.
she's a suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never. Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Okay, then. What about Fitz?
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
Oh, that's right. He's
His
at
father,
Remington.
Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Interesting. What about Penny?
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
Yes.
At this moment in time.
Oh.
Until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
Yeah, right?
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows.
Okay, so
Like
Felix
rats
is a
deserting a sinking ship.
fellow, but a Remington as well. What about Freya?
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
I think Freya, the tape that is waterlogged was Freya trying to get a soundbite of the golden beetle and then died because everybody who sees the golden beetle has ill fortune. Ill fortune.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
That's my
She's kinda
theory.
mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Wow. Ouch. Ouch. Burn.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous. Wait, are you two science rivals?
Science
We operate on
rivals.
very different wavelengths. Literally.
Okay. So I think I'm okay from here. Let's see. Can we small
What's
lens?
this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No,
Interesting.
probably not.
Okay, so that's that. What else would he care? Like, what else would he care about? To be honest with you, I'm not sure he'd care about
These
most
were
of
drawn
these.
by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Okay.
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see. He's
I had
afforded
to get his
himself
reaction.
Considerable artistic license.
What about these
This
ones?
looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know.
What about the open
Where on
letter?
earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How
Hmm.
peculiar.
Okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. What about?
A very old statue indeed.
Hmm.
I'd recommend you leave it well alone.
Ooh,
The
no,
poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
I'm not gonna leave that alone. But, what about the golden
So,
beetle?
we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well,
Ah.
it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Yes, I know.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
Okay, so he didn't have anything to say about that. Let's go back and say
The day
yesterday.
began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Yes.
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine.
Okay, so he can
Eventually,
get
I
to the
returned
garden
to my
as
tower
well.
and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Unless it's down with
Did
the
you
other
use your
garden.
telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours.
Although I think
at my
only the
telescope.
rooftop garden
Did you see
has a
anything?
pond.
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fellow tower later that evening.
Okay. Interesting.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
Okay.
She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The
Hmm.
door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside.
Well, that's
I
new.
recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall.
Yeah. I'm
Before
sure
I
you
could
didn't
ask about the
eavesdrop.
book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower.
This is very
Freya
different
was
from
laying on her back, right
the
in
other
the middle of the
people's
room.
stories.
Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there
Yeah.
anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
All right. So,
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
yes, let's go now. Okay. I still want to have some people look at some things. Suspect statements.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I
Okay.
spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
Why?
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
Yes. All right. So can I not do anything else from this?
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them.
No, I don't need to run through them. I don't need to run through them again. We just ran through them. Okay. I guess that's it for here. Okay. They all kind of
is that?
I think it's a family tree.
That's so closer. Now, so okay, so here's Fitz. So Fitz, Flint, and Emily. And Flint is gone.
Flint fellow. I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
I wish we could like scratch people off here.
Damien Dusk. It's Freya's father. I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
We should know everything.
Richard Remington.
The one and only.
So Poppy and
Pandora Pointer. I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
And then Buck.
Buck Brackley. I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
I guess none of these people live here anymore. Okay. There was something.
It's not locked.
I wanted to. Let's go back to. Let's talk to. We already did her suspicion, but.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Ah, she's keeping Poppy's secret. What about...
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
So he said that wasn't, but...
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
That's what I thought.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Yeah,
Oh.
I wouldn't either.
You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
All right, so... I really don't think she's going to know anything about the other stuff. I don't know if we really should...
Name, Hawkshaw. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard.
Aww. Oh, all right. What do you
Name,
think, Fitz?
Fitzfellow.
Yeah. What do you
Age,
think?
24. Profession, cryptobotanist.
Cryptobot.
Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
Interesting.
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Oh, okay. Interesting. We did not find a knife in anything. I guess I could talk to her about Poppy.
Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession...
Supposed to be friends.
Oh. Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had, of course, originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
Oh. Okay. What about Petty?
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds.
Yep.
Dislikes, insects. Notes. Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her.
Okay. That's interesting. What
Name,
about the
Isabel
rivalry?
Pointer.
I want to know about the rivalry.
Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
I see what you did there,
Name,
Fifi.
Fiona Fellow. Age, 19.
All right. What do you guys say
Profession?
about yourself?
Amateur microbiologist.
Amateur
Likes
microbiologist.
the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes. Kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
Okay.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent.
Okay, so we've got them all out of the way. I think we still have all of these new things to talk to them about, but I want to go back. I don't think he'll know anything. To be honest with you, I don't think he'll know anything. Here's my clues. We've done that one, him and Flora. How would I don't think we had done Flora, but okay. Either way, I think we got a couple new things to ask him about. So we did do the suspicion. Let's ask him about himself.
The one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah, I agree. What about Fitz? I'm curious.
I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Interesting. Very, very good.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage.
Yeah.
It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Interesting take on that one. Okay, what about...
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant to, because we both wear,
cloaks.
Red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle.
Okay, that's...
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Yes, except we now know...
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
Getting
And
all
how
the
long
tea
have
from
you
this
known
guy,
him?
man.
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
One final one. What do you think about
Poppy's
Poppy?
a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much.
Okay.
Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
She is very goth. Okay, so what I had...
Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
Of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Was it though? Was it? don't think he'll know anything.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements. But it's not too bad. Might be salvageable.
Okay. Let's show him the golden beetle.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real
I
insect.
just wondered if we
If
showed
it's made
him.
of gold, then it's made of gold.
Okay. All right. Done with that. Hold on. I wonder if we show the golden beetle. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is the golden beetle.
Weird.
It's someone humming it.
Oh no, it's... Oh, never mind. As a recording of someone walking around outdoors, a distorted humming melody can be heard. Poppy said it looks like the tape you did for a few weeks ago. Okay. Alright, let's... Okay, I thought maybe they had a recording of the beetle, but it looks like no. Got nothing there. Looks like we got everything there. Combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you have it memorized, destroyed. I will not agree with yours. Okay, that's right. Freya added blood. Her red paint was swapped out with blood. Flora is not holding a knife. She's holding a red and white ink dip bird feather. We're actually missing something about the... Looks like we're missing one about the brush and palette. Original blind to Poppy's mother. Phoebe says that gramophone must have cracked sometime in the last few days. Yeah, I mean, they probably the taper seems to have received a crack recently. We got all these. Still need the photo of the painting. Those two. This one. All right, let's see. I don't think it would really matter much.
Were you close with Freya?
Yeah.
How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire.
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
So she's not saying anything though.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Interesting.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
She's not giving us anything. What about herself?
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
Okay. Just
What do you know about Penny?
nothing.
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
What about
Do you and
Fitz?
Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
I don't know what that
I
little
spoke to
thing
your
is.
daughter, Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Last one.
Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker.
Okay.
Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Alright, so let's see if she reacts to any of these things. We never showed her anything. What about the open letter?
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora?
We already know
Some
what
people
she's
have been
holding.
saying it's a knife.
Yeah, we already know that it's not a knife. What about the empty egg?
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there?
We know
Or is it always empty?
We know it's in there. Brush and palette? Nothing there. Okay. What about...
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
It says she doesn't
What do you think of your
always be
husband's
muted.
hobby?
So I wonder if one of these things are gonna
Do you have any hobbies?
Ooh, nothing.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
Just trying to like poke her up a little bit. Sheet music. What about the damage tape? No, none of these things. What about your
I like
drawing?
these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
And the bird book?
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was going to say something there.
Yeah, I did too. All right, what about this potted plant? Nothing.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
Okay.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
Last. No. Well, she doesn't have much to say, so it's pretty easy to go through all these. Nothing.
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
Oh, nothing. Case file. All right, that's it. I really thought she was gonna say something. Actually, did we show her? Did we show her the note? We did not.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
Okay. What about the plants, though? She seems to hate
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth. It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
Yes. Okay, enough of that. So, we are now gonna go back to Poppy. I got some questions for Poppy. Poppy says her and Fitz aren't a thing, but I don't think that's true. We did her suspicion already, though. What about...
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's mine.
What about the other one?
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me
Ooh.
if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason.
Huh.
That's when I realized things were different for her.
What was that supposed to mean? Leave it there. We already had her play the tune for us.
Can you play the tune for us?
Just, I don't know.
Sure. It's literally 8 notes.
Okay, that's the same.
I
That's
have
the
it
same.
memorized.
Do. All right. What about this one?
Those petals.
Yes.
What about them?
It's nothing.
Ooh.
They're just unusual.
Lies. Lies.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
Interesting.
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Interesting.
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right.
Penny's room.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Lurking.
Yeah, he does that.
All right.
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself.
Okay.
Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Their yellow was not touched, which is interesting. Because there's nothing. Well, I guess there's some yellow on here, but there's no yellow. We can show her this one.
Don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Please stop talking to me. Just... Alright, I think we're done with that. Oh, we didn't ask about any of the people? Oh, okay.
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond. Behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied. It's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Interesting. Okay, what about Haksha?
With surging tide, the waves are thrown. An entity.
Oh man, we're gonna get a
its own.
poem for everybody.
On its surface, you may see.
Okay.
Reflected in the waters be. The orchestrator, pale and still. Pulling strings, enacting will.
Okay, you're not being very helpful, Poppy. What about Fitz?
Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
All right, we're getting out of here. I can't ask Poppy about anybody else. Can't ask Poppy about anybody else. Let's go back. Let's go back to Penelope.
I don't like mirrors.
They
How do
steal
you
your
keep your
soul.
hair so symmetrical without
I do
using...
by weight. I can feel if one's on.
I can feel it. All right. We don't have her suspicion yet. What about the four of
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be?
Hmm.
There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
All right. I don't think she's gonna know anything about the brush.
That's rather sad. I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me.
It is much.
I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew.
Interesting. Okay. What about this?
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope, you'd hidden it. but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business.
Ooh. Isn't it though? Like, isn't that the whole point?
Ooh, delightful. More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look. Yes, it's my... my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar.
Oh, is it now? Vulgar.
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
Okay.
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic.
Ew. I don't know. Did we ask that dude about the letter? I don't know.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
All right. What about the golden beetle?
Not a fan of insects myself.
Yes, I know.
Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
So Freya was looking into the golden beetle. I kind of thought she might have been. I think Hawkshaw was hired by Freya, to be honest with you.
Ooh, a secret diary.
I knew
That's
she'd
our
like
guess
the
too.
secrets.
Excellent.
That's it.
Terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
Obscene.
I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is a little unsettling. Don't you think? It's Flora that's the problem. She's an inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
Okay. What about?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I thought maybe because you're dead. What about this?
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Interesting. All right. She probably won't know anything about the loot. We asked her about those people. What about Hawkshaw?
She's a most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or...
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow.
Oh.
I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor Pointer?
Oh, maybe she's working for
Why him?
Pointer.
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his responsibility.
Okay.
Did you not know that?
So Pointer is looking for the golden beetle. Probably because he's got no money. All right.
Isn't he strapping?
He is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
I don't know. I'm kind of with him on this one.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Yeah, let's do it. Since we're already here. Okay.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red
They're
roses.
from red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Ooh. Here, this one. This is it, because
It's
he's
a
got
drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
the rose.
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
That's the
For
question,
most
right?
people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me
The
of?
feathers. One of Penny's birds, for sure. Bribe was given to, was stolen from, was used to kill, was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz. And steal money from them because they were planning a murder and steal evidence from them and distract them. Alright. Okay, maybe it wasn't Poppy and Fitz. Well, did it not work? Steal money from them? Because they were planning murder! She wouldn't have known that. Steal evidence from them. Distract them.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Okay. Steal money. Steal evidence. Distract them? Distract them from what? Is that what?
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just...
Alright, steal... Planning a murder?
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on
Were they
Poppy
planning a
and Fitz
murder?
Because they were planning a murder. Almost.
Steal evidence from them.
One of Penny's birds
There you go.
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
Jealousy.
She's not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
Not true. We've got the
Clue to compare
feathers.
with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
We've got the feathers. These ones. For sure.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Alright. This 100%. Has to be. Yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird. Escaped from anyone that visited the greenhouse after killing Freya.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Got it.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
But now I'm wondering if the letter... One of them, then. I think one of them. one of either Poppy or Fritz. The letter must have been from one of them. Interesting. Hold on a second. Did we show Poppy the trowel?
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Okay, never mind. She did not see it. I don't think she's gonna care about the golden beetle either. All right, so actually, let's go before we do the hawk shot, which I do want to do. Let's go talk to Fitz. I got questions for this guy. I got questions about this
A
too.
little chart of. Actually, I have no idea what it's about. Kind of reminds me of a periodic. Kind of reminds me of a periodic table.
Yes, kind of. All right. I'm not quite
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
All right. Let's talk to him real quick. Let's first talk to him about
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
What about
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
yeah. They're red, all right.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
You're being very cryptic.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Wait, those are mine. The
Okay.
earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
That's what she's
There's
taking out of this.
something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
Flora's room. Okay. I'll have to go back to Flora's room.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
What about
We
these?
found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
Look pretty in line with me.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Mate.
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know.
Okay.
It does look like a knife.
But it's
Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her, after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor.
Interesting. I don't think he's gonna care. To be honest with you, I don't think he's gonna care about anything else. We can talk to him about anybody but Haksha.
She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell.
I can tell.
She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes by herself. sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
Freya would ask
One
about
of my
insects.
jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away.
Interesting.
I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
They said to go back to Flora's room.
Felix is a contradiction.
Yes.
His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism.
Yes.
Money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image. Don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Sure, you were. But
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects.
Really?
He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Yeah. Suspicious. You can talk about
Met
yourself?
This guy Fitz, shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
Totes sus.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah,
I was joking.
Sarcasm.
I see.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I like Flora.
Okay.
I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone.
All right, so we have to go back to Flora's room.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
All right, sure, why
There's
not?
something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Later, let's do Fitz first. We're right here.
So,
Suspicion.
Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi definitely saw Fitz holding a knife. Fifi lied to us, and Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else. I think that's probably the
Fifi
case.
did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
What was he holding? Probably the ornate trowel.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
But the only thing I can destroy is part of a matching set with is used by Fitz to cut. Used by Fitz to look after. Okay, so an ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
Yeah, because she doesn't look after plants. She can't take care of plants to save her life.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Okay. Fuck. What would be... I mean, that's not the same as this. I don't think we could use that again. We already used... I mean, the potted fruit? Potted fruit.
Let's take a closer look at these.
Was replaced by... In Penny's room matches. In Freya's room matches. Found in the garden is different from matches was replaced by. The heart on the pot in Penny's room matches found in the garden is different from the pot and soil. Oh no, the pot and the soil are the same. Found in the garden in Freya's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden.
The pot and soil in Freya's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden.
It's not Freya's room. It's not Freya's room. It's Penny's room.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Okay. I bought for lunch. Found in Fitz's greenhouse.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse.
I guess that's what they wanted.
Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence?
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
Oh!
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room
I didn't
every now and
realize.
again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
I never would have put that. This is supposed to look like Penny. I kind of see it now. Like, this is her hair and her. I get it now, but it totally. I never would have. To be honest with you, I never would have put it together. All right. So we've got suspicion over here. We're also told. Hold on a second. To go back up here has something to do with
Freya's painting supplies.
Yeah, that we're supposed to find something else here.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
I think we're maybe not.
A bunch of old books, covered in dust now, but they look well read.
What else?
We're at the top of the tower, right?
I think so. Why?
Doesn't matter. It's nothing.
It's nothing.
A little pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora.
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
Alright, what about?
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood. Right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when she fell.
Let's check the case file again.
I don't think we can look at anything on the case. Yeah, it doesn't really like let us click on anything.
The whole room has a strange feeling about it.
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Okay.
The whole room has a strange...
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
Might be a reason for that, but... Alright. Not sure what they were trying to imply with the whole... Check the room again. We're gonna... Freya's room. Does she have any bugs here? Like, cause she was kind of like looking into the whole bug thing.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Maybe. Maybe she was looking into the bug thing. I don't know. She did have
It's
the
a little glass
terraria.
box.
I think it's a
A
vivarium.
vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
Which also would explain this light. But I don't see anything else. Okay. Alright. Let's just go check out with the other detective. The other detective on the case. We looked at these mushrooms, right?
Bushes.
Bushes.
There's a metal plaque on the bench.
Is there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Oops,
It's a
that's
big
not.
stone
Biggest
die.
first one too.
This is what we went. Suspicion, but first. Oh, we already talked about that.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Of course not. What else?
You got it open. I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
It was not always empty, but
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see. These people really are ridiculous, aren't they?
very ridiculous. All right.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
It was not the painting. It was not the painting.
A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
Interesting. So we haven't gotten into the thing yet.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree. Doesn't make it a clue.
Same. Yeah?
Yeah, I totally have a law degree. All right. I think we're done.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
All right. She doesn't know anything. But I'm pretty sure.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself.
Is he respectable?
What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Yeah, that's true. Totally working for him. All right. I think we're done with that. So let's go to the suspicion.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense. If you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
Oh, I already
You're
know.
such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
I know what you're searching for. Oh, no. No. That's what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse?
Yes.
This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He's not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use a microscope in the greenhouse.
It's not a microscope at all. Oxford doesn't know how to use it.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
It's made out of China with these Fifi, according to Fifi, uses the handheld microscope. According to Fifi, uses a magnifying glass. Which makes
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a magnifying glass, so Hawkshaw lied about it. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Murderer stole it. So Fifi stole it? I don't think Fifi stole it.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a magnifying glass, so Hawkshaw stole it. Nope.
Oh, I know. All right, never mind. Hold on. Hawkshaw lied about it, but it wasn't a magnifying glass. It was a telescopic lens.
The handheld microscope.
That's what Fifi told us. That's what Fifi told us.
A telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective, naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Aww.
Really? I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Aw, she just wants to see stuff.
We're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated.
The
My lead
murdered
suspect
victim.
Is your murder victim.
Yes. Yes. Pointer's the only one now that we don't have a suspicion for. Which I guess means we've got to go back to him. Alright. We need the last suspicion. What are we gonna give him? What are we gonna give him?
Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
Can't a woman do anything?
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
It wasn't quite what I was going for.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
Alright.
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
Wow.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Just a big red thing.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
We
Playing a trumpet.
found what the
Playing a trumpet, yes. I've seen
the
those
glasses,
earmuffs before.
though.
They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
Hmm.
Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
That is the question,
That's
isn't
a
it?
very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field.
But she's not
That's
here
a flower
anymore.
joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
A
Steady
murder
on.
weapon.
It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
All right.
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course.
Ooh.
Warms my heart to know that after
We
everything,
didn't know that.
Poppy still has it up on her wall.
All right, let's see what he says.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
Yeah, Poppy's changed quite a bit. Yeah.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
It certainly is. Okay, we're gonna talk to him about that. Pointer himself.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has
Money.
agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Ooh, ooh,
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could
Yeah,
ask
don't
her about
say.
it, but
Yeah, don't
I
say.
think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
All right. Besides talking
I
about
don't
himself.
especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
Like
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
no time for that. Okay. What about the telescope?
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
Let's have a look. Okay, perfect. So from here, we can see.
I can just about see the gramophone.
And this.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
For
You
herself.
can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the back side of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle. I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
All right. I think.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there.
All right. All right. So that's.
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
Hey, Polar Wolf, how's it going?
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
He's just a with little creeper spying on his.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits.
Yeah, there is.
Suspicious.
Suspicious because he
Let's ask
won't
him about
move the
it.
telescope. Keeps looking at the. Let's talk to him about that.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like
I
to
know
give
this game,
exact
Marcus.
values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask
I'm having a
me
lot of
these
fun with
things?
this one. I like it.
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
This guy's just a creep. You're not really interested in astronomy at all. You're trying to get a planet for yourself. You're discovering a meteor is heading straight for Earth. Of course, he's not
You're
interested
not
in astronomy
really
at
interested
all.
in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I mean, you want the
I think
golden
you're interested
beetle.
In a slightly different field of research?
Yes. You're interested in the beetle.
I don't have time for tiny,
Get out of
insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right.
Get out of here.
That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
About that. All right. Pointer's telescope. Oh, I was actually looking at the crime scene. And not at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at
Got
the crime scene and not up at the sky.
Yeah, take that.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of what? Spying?
Slowly.
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid.
Paranoid.
You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen, incredibly rare, valuable in ways you could never understand.
Freya did
Freya
have a
was always
vivarium.
sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important.
Yes.
You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Ooh, interesting.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle.
They said
That's why I decided to
Flora
head over there
was
myself.
kneeling and
I
not
needed to
in the
know what was
position
going
of
on.
This
the
changes your statement, doesn't
thing
it?
in the.
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
All right.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
That's later.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Later. Everything's later. I want to. Okay. Yes, we've got the tower up there. I kind of wanted to go up the tower. I want to go to the tower over here first. All right. So we are in the attic now. Woo.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
Like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Ooh, even worse. What is
What
this?
is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
A brass reel with a scroll with a top coil around the reel is a length of fine red rope. All right. You're gonna solve the crime because you're big brain smart. One can only hope.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
Sometimes I'm small brain, but I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about this. Feel pretty good about this.
Just dusty junk.
More junk.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda.
What do we got over here? Another.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
More stuff.
Just dusty junk.
Dusty junk.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is
Kinda.
Kind of. Okay, is that all that we came up here for?
Just dusty junk.
More dusty junk. Dusty junk, dusty junk. Alright, I think we're done up in the attic for now. Done in the attic for now. Alright, let's go back here for a second. Can I spell I am a cutie backward? Oh, you got me. No, I was kidding. Oh, you got it. Alright, so now we're at the crime scene.
About the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Please, no. I dare you. No, paint from the pot was replaced by blood from the front. No, wait. Hold on a second. Hide the evidence to distract. Well, was used to paint. Okay. Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the tip of the painted ink to distract Freya, so it could stab Freya, to resemble a bloody knife, to prove the existence of magic, to hide the evidence. What evidence
was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence? Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
To distract Freya. Paint over. It was used to hide. It was used to designed to match.
Blood from the paint pot
Maybe
was
not
used
distract.
to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to distract Freya. Almost. Maybe just.
That's not so I could stab Freya. I don't think it was supposed to look like a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the
I
red
really
tip
wanted
of
I really
the
wanted
painted
to
ink dip
prove
feather
the
to
existence
prove
of
the
magic.
existence of magic. Almost.
All right. I really don't think.
Blood from the paint
Wait,
pot
whoa! It was
used to paint the red tip of the painted
Yes, you
ink dip
are.
feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Yes, that is.
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime.
Yes,
Why?
but who?
To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down.
Bro, we
Normally,
just
it can only
smashed
be
it.
opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except
Yeah.
Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya
No,
did.
that's
Hold on.
true.
If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
That's the
It
question.
could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her.
But the
But she was
painting
standing right up by the canvas.
is not
Somehow,
touched.
Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
All right. I'm not yet ready to go to the gardens yet. I want to take another look at. I mean, I don't know. If it'll let me look at the painting or not. Hydrate. I just finished my smoothie. I'll I'll hydrate later. I'll hydrate in a second. Just give me a moment. So there's gotta be a hole.
There it is. The unfinished port looks that way.
They're saying it would have been stabbed. All right, I don't know. They're probably not gonna give us the real thingy. Link the fine red rope. She won't say anything. Who else can we talk to about it? Talk to anybody about it. I mean, he's a hobbyist now from the attic. What do you have to say about the real thingy?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot
He has
air
no
balloon.
idea what fucking clue it
That's
is.
the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
All right. You don't know. You don't know anything. What about you, Fifi? Fifi, tell us. What do you make of
Is
this?
this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
Yes, it was a joke. That is not what it would be used for. No one here is gonna know. Let's go to the garden. I'm curious. Let's go to the garden now. What is this?
This wasn't here before.
I know.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck to you too, Freya. It could be used for catching fox. A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink lays beneath the glass. Interesting. Is it? I mean, I'm trying to. I'm like, is it going in a circle or is it doing something when I'm? Interesting. Okay. He likes music, simple melodies, and moves. Best of luck to you too, Freya. Interesting. Okay.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
oh, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
A ghost.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Whoa! Unfinished business. Continue. All right.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Let's just take a look. I'm curious. So we got the bell, weird thing, another weird thing. All right, piano. They're all the same. All right. So this is definitely Poppy, the musician. Bird is definitely what's her face, Penny from the tower. Then we have the bell and this, but they say
Let's come back later.
they say we don't know it. They say we don't know what we're doing. All right. So buttons. Oh, my lord. Let's talk to this guy. So many things. So many things to love to do.
What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there.
Then she stole my thing.
A diary
My
can
golden
be a wonderful
beetle.
outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
Looks like a diary and walks like a diary. All right, all right. Anything left in here? Anything in here to look at that would be new and different? You can only pick up relevant. I know, right? Don't you know? I picked it up, so therefore it must be.
It's a rose bush. Apart from a couple of loose petals
The
on it.
roses are bright red, too.
Aren't roses?
Exactly.
Exactly.
A
Look
little
at this
pond.
pond.
It's really, really deep. See those metal bars around the edges?
Yeah.
Nothing. Except
Alright.
somebody broke them and then never bothered to
Yeah, they broke them and never fixed it. Okay, so we've already been here, so I can go. Dark ink beneath the shade of black, and it's. Oh, I wonder if. I don't know. I don't know. You just have these weird birds looking at us.
Trees.
In a garden.
In a garden.
In a garden. I don't ever picked a pebble off the roof. Clue. Right.
Do you know what this is?
No.
Guess not.
All right. Still gramophone. I still only have the 2. What if we go back to? I don't know. I don't think there's anything in Freya's room. Here. I don't know. I keep looking at this to see if it's gonna do something in these rooms. So far, it looks like it's the same. We have one in here. So there was this as
Vivi's got
well.
something
What
pinned up.
is all this?
It's like the family portrait. So we got, yeah, so she was hired by him. Not sure what's going on with these two. I don't know about this. Those two are together. That's better than, and it arrests Flora for being an accomplice since she refused to say anything. Right? Alright.
Is Fifi trying to solve the mystery with math equations?
Maybe. Did you ever try that? Maybe it works.
Arrows connecting all the different
They're
stuff.
not labeled, though.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless.
Alright.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
Oh, it's Sally and Grimoire. Okay. Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. That's you two. It took me a little while. It took me a little while to figure out that that was me too.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been writing.
Is it a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology experiments.
Oh, boring. All right, okay. So I don't think there's anything new here. I don't think there's anything new here. What if we go back to Detective? Anything here? No, it still looks the same. What do you have to say about the real thingy?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, it didn't look like there's anything there. Didn't look like there's anything there. Hold on a second. Let's go. We haven't been back to here for a second. That's where I found the letter. Oh. Okay. So there's a sound, and now it looks like this. We have another sound. We have another sound. We can have Poppy. Let's do a couple things. We can have first real
Where'd you
thingy.
find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
So did everybody else. All right.
Yeah, it's mine.
All right. We have to play it.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
All right. The crab. Yes. So the piano makes. Okay. So we got the piano, crab, doorbell. What was the other one? The birds. There was a bird. Was it here? These are birds.
And especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
I need them to like sing or something. How do I get? Is it not in here? Oh. Thanks. Oh. I wonder if one's the cassette. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the cassette. We have the 2 cassettes. All right. Try it. First to Freya. All right, I'm hydrating. Punchy. All right.
It's piano music.
Yes, but the crab. Okay, that didn't do anything for the crab. What about this one?
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Okay, so the humming is this. So now we just gotta find. Little did you know it was me. I stepped her because I'm evil. Because you're evil. All right, so I just need the birds, which maybe her bedroom.
Looks like nature invited itself in. Rude.
How do we get them to sing?
That bed. It's like.
Does it feel?
No, you're right.
It's not coming from the bed.
It's coming from the wall. I'm trying to figure out how to get the song from the birds.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
We need the birds to. Yeah, don't mind the wall being warm. That's just a fire I started. Don't worry about it.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha.
I've already forgotten all three of those
Which
names.
one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head?
On my head?
Doesn't
It's
have a
my
name. Who named their
hat. Darling, no one names their hats. God, that's ludicrous. Sheet music we got. Just a little birdie. Yeah, I don't think there's any birds in here. No birds in Felix's garden. By the way, have you seen this real
I don't
thingy?
know what that is.
Me neither.
Me 3. Oh, sorry. I thought you said me too.
I thought you said me too. All right, let's get out of here. I think we could probably. Oh, actually, was it these birds? Is it these?
What?
Wind chimes. Silent. Wooden wind chimes.
Oh no, they're silent. Oh, there's the bird. Ah, we got the bird song.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Sure, let's go back to the gardens. All right. Now that we know,
Let's try this again.
now I gotta
You
just
know,
match
I
it
think
up.
we might be able to solve this now.
Easy peasy. Look at this. We got it.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Ooh. Secret. Secret.
Where do you think it goes?
Down.
Oh my goodness, let's go down. This game is longer than I expected it to be. I didn't think we were gonna keep going. I feel like we're very close though. I feel like we're very close. All right, we're underneath. And we're in the laboratory now.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal.
Bugs.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
They're being frozen.
What's in there?
Ooh.
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal
Normal.
compared to the beetles behind the glass.
All right. Okay. So there's that.
Forensic
Bugs.
Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
What about these bugs?
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
All right, what's this?
Forensic Entomology.
That's an incredibly specific.
All right. One
A
candle.
candle, perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
Of course, he's always thinking pirates. Always thinking pirates. All right, what's over here?
Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Let's look closer.
Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Diagonally slide the latches until they're in the correct position. Oh. All right. All right. Look at all these things we got going on. All right. There to there. Somehow I have to get these. Weird. If we go from like meow, meow. I don't know if this is what they want. If that's the case. That can't be what they want. That can't be what they want. I think that one's got to be that way though. That's got to line up. All right. We go this way. And then the next one. No problem with that though. Oh, here we go. These two have to connect. And then... Here we go. This is better. And then. We've got this. Goes up here. And over. Down. Over. Yes.
That's the one.
There we go.
Bad.
Looks like you have roughly an hour left. Oh my lord. Okay.
Anything inside?
We can. I guess we can keep pushing forward. We're gonna keep pushing forward. More research. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. 1. Our unique flora and fauna is a byproduct of a number of as-yet unidentified chemicals. 2. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. 3. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. However, the chemicals may travel up the food chain and cause mutations in birds and reptiles. As far as we know, mammals remain completely unaffected. All right. We have a second round of clues. Oh my goodness.
Whose research is this?
Big brain. One big brain. What'd you say? Secret laboratory.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete.
It's not. We have the
section
fourth.
missing.
I was going to have a video that took them 2 hours to get to this point. Oh. Oh, well, we've already passed the 2.5 hour point today. Oh, plus the couple hours another name. We have this one. Yes, for sure. I thought we were going at a pretty good pace.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about.
You have
the
2 to
secret
3 hours
entrance.
left? Oh my goodness.
Right.
Okay, we'll have to do
But if
another
Pointer's
stream.
the only one who comes down here.
We'll have to pause
Why
it a
would
little
he need
bit.
to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Markdown has been planning to kill, was hiding from, has been trying to breed. Ooh. Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle. In the greenhouse, the forest tower, and the underground laboratory.
Has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the
Yes.
underground laboratory.
Big brain.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Because he
Is
needs
that it?
money.
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy.
No.
He just wants to get one over on Felix.
Well, that
If he can
too.
breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle. We're done.
Ready to go down? Again?
Sure. Let's... Hold on a second.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Depends on your perspective.
All right, now we go down. I got another secret layer on top of the secret layer. The lowest level. Well, we got some chains.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
Yeah.
2 cloaks. And a green hat draped on top for good measure. We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Metal rod, a sleek but sturdy metal rod has been stabbed into a photograph. The rod has a curved and pointed tip like an arrow or the hand of a clock. And has a small loop at the back with a short length of red rope connecting it. The metal is perfectly clean and polished. Oh, you mean like the red rope?
What's the photo?
Ooh. It has been framed but slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. The lowest level, that's where I live. Around them are several red and white birds, and the metal object was stabbed into the photo, leaving a hole near the man's chest. Ooh, is this the real murder weapon? This is obviously Freya and her father, with the birds that are no longer around. Interesting.
Do you know who it is in the photo?
Yes, I do.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
The man reminds you of something? Does he remind you of this?
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right.
I mean...
That's not right.
The man reminds you of something.
That's not right.
Hmm...
Felix made a little model of him for
Oh,
Flora.
I forgot they made a model of the
Makes
father.
sense when you know who he is.
Lord Fellow.
Lord Fellow.
Really?
Wait, no, hang on.
Wait,
Felix
is that...
made a little model of him for Flora?
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is.
Wait. Lord Remington?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That
Oh,
makes
I
him
keep forgetting
Flora's
the...
father. Meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See
Flora.
the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Alright. We're good there.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Misted of the Sea and Sky children's picture book. It looks very old. The ink dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The silver snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. The soul bearer, a crab with 3 different sized claws. And the amphibie, a frog-like creature walking on 2 legs. Interesting. Oh, the silver snake is like the thing that they have along the pond. Interesting. A crab. Okay, I don't remember where the crab would have been. Interesting.
There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Unroll it. Ooh. Misted Mansion, north side, cross-section, rooftop garden. Bedroom, study, bedroom, storage, library, grand hall, music room, and aviary. Interesting.
Hold on. Have we been to all of these rooms already?
I played the swamp one, yes. I played Detective Grimoire, something about the mystery in the swamp or whatever it was. I did do that one. Wait, what did you say?
Hold on. Have we been to all of these rooms already? Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
We missed it because would have been her. We didn't know how to get there.
Storage.
It's Freya's room. The library.
Music room. It's the aviary. The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense in this context.
Oh no, I had no channel points. That's kind of weird. You should be getting some channel points for sure.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
Oh.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think.
Yes. All right.
The rooftop garden. That name makes a little more sense. That's the room we're in now. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
It breaks sometimes. Yeah, Twitch does break a lot, doesn't
It's
it?
the room above us. The one we were just in.
The laboratory?
Yeah.
All right, so I think we looked at them all now, right? Yeah.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Building plans. Misted Mansion. North side cross-section. A roll of parchment on which the plans for the mansion were drawn. A horizontal line marks where the lake was before, and the second mark where it is now. The mansion has been built on top of a large structure above the lake, supported by pillars. Freya's room is listed as storage. A room labeled study is in the center. Okay. Is there anything else around here?
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty. Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
Ah, I see your point.
Basements don't normally have windows.
That's true.
We're at the bottom of the lake.
Ooh. Can you grab the stabby thing? I don't
must be.
think so.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Interesting.
Where are we?
Where are we indeed? The lake.
Did you notice how much light this room has for a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
Good
We
question.
still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty though.
Is
More empty
it?
than a normal lake would be.
Is it empty?
Now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
I did look at that metal stabby thing. It's in my clues.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Oops. Oh well, that's fine. I should have said hold on. I meant to hold on.
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
So my second set was, so I did look at the metal rod. So we technically have it, even though couldn't grab it. I think this is where I'm gonna pause for now. This is a kind of a good place to pause. And oh my god, I'll have to finish this up. I thought I was gonna be able to finish it up now, but I think how did I get out of here? Here we go. This is how we get out of here. All right. All right. So. All right. And that's kind of where we're gonna pause for a bit. We'll definitely finish this up next week. It's just getting a little bit late, and unfortunately, I do still have work these tomorrow and Friday. I know it's a bit. So waiting to play Slay the Spire, which is okay. I'm kind of like really interested in this storyline that we got going. There's a lot. It's all of a sudden I had a little bit more layer than I expected. I kind of like that. It's a little bit more fleshed out than the swamp one was fun. The swamp one was good, but this one I think I do think I'm enjoying this one a little bit more. I think having Sally to bounce off of, even though she was kind of around before, having like her actually here is kind of nice. I really like that. Normally I do go live on the weekend, but we're doing a Discord watch party. So if you want, you can join the Discord. We're doing it at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday. We're going to be doing the second half of season 1 of Hell the Boss. I like Sally. Yeah, I know. Sally is one of my favorites. I like how she's so sassy. She just gives it back to him. Very headbatable. She does her hair real good all the time. So because we're doing the Discord party, which I think is going to be about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I don't think it's going to be that long. I think it's going to be closer to an hour and a half. The four episodes are probably 20 some odd minutes a piece. But because of that, I won't be going live Saturday. But we'll be in the Discord on Sunday, and that will be a really good time. Hopefully everything works this time around. I had some weird issues last time, but it didn't stop us from watching, so that was good. I want to thank you guys for coming in. Thanks for chatting and hanging out and lurking. It's always fun, and I hope you've been enjoying the storyline as well. This craziness with these two families who have this rivalry for the ages. Bye Cal. Thanks. You guys are the sweetest. I have a lot of fun every time I go live, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. All right, take care everyone. Bye.